There comes a day, not marked on any calendar, not celebrated or mourned, when a man or a woman first realizes, my parents are old. Not just aging, not just different, but old. And something shifts in the ground beneath our feet. The people who once stood tall as the trees of our childhood, the ones who seemed impossibly sturdy, start to falter. They move slower. They forget things. They bruise easier. And we see it, plain as day. The arc is curving downward now. And it does something to us. It's not self-pity, not if we're being honest. It's not even quite grief yet. It's deeper. It's the pain of love without power. It's watching the ones who carried you now needing to be carried, and not just in body, but in spirit. You begin to wonder if they are afraid. You begin to notice moments when they seem lost, not in place, but in time, like they are looking out across a river they hadn't realized they'd come so close to. And here you are, on the same riverbank, but dry and able and strong enough, at least for now. And you weep, not because you've lost them, but because you haven't, not yet. And so you carry the burden of seeing, of knowing. And they do too. There's a line in the old book, Jesus wept. And the moment that's spoken in, it's not when someone dies. It's when he looks around and sees the sorrow of the living, the ones left behind, the ones aching. And though he knows what's coming, knows the man will rise, knows the miracle is near, still he weeps, because love sees. And love cannot help but hurt when others are hurting. To weep like that is not weakness. It's not despair. It's sacred. It is one of the holiest forms of human participation, to stand near the suffering of another, not to fix it, not to run from it, but simply to say, I see it, and I will not leave you alone in it. You asked what we're to do when we start to see the ones who gave us life grow sick, grow old, grow unsure. I don't think there's a rule, but I do think there's a response, and that response begins with presence. Not solutions, not speeches, just presence. A chair pulled close, a hand held without hurrying, a walk across the yard even if it takes twice as long, even if he stumbles, even if she forgets halfway through the story. They gave you life. But more than that, they gave you their life, years of it, strength, time, laughter, perhaps also some mistakes, maybe even harm. But they gave what they could in the way they knew how. And now you get to give something back, not as a debt, not as a duty, but as a return of the same miracle, life to life. Maybe you don't know how. That's all right. No one does. No one's ready for their parents to age, and no parent is ready to be seen as fading. So meet them in the middle. Don't treat them as fragile. Treat them as sacred. Ask questions. Listen longer. Say the words that are harder to say. And forgive what can be forgiven. There may come a time to go. To be there in body, not just in spirit. If that time comes, you'll know. And you'll go. But even before that, you can start going now. Going to them in thought, in phone calls, in prayer, in attention. And if you find yourself weeping again, let it come. Don't shut it off. Let the grief pre-mourn if it needs to. That's the soul preparing itself, stretching to hold what is too big to hold all at once. You are not broken for feeling it. You are blessed to feel it. Many don't. It means you are still tied to them, not just by birth, but by love. And that is a gift they gave you, and one you now give back wordlessly, just by the way your voice softens when you ask, how are you today? Just by the way your chest tightens when they say, I'm okay. And you know they're not. That's the kind of sorrow love signs up for. And it's holy. So go on and weep, friend. Not just for yourself, but with them. The way a son does, the way a daughter does, the way Jesus did. Not because death had won, but because he loved, and that was the whole point.